Stressed volcanoes found to influence future collapses and eruptions. According to a new study, a seismic volcano study suggests stress can play a significant role in triggering cataclysmic eruptions. This new study details for the first time exactly how volcano experiences stress, and it may have profound implications for guarding against future volcanic collapses. Kindly support my Patreon account because YouTube again has demonetized my channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. Volcanologists consider these collapses to be the world's worst-case scenarios during volcanic eruption events, and they can trigger deadly tsunamis, as we had, for example, with the magnitude 9 volcano March 2011 with the earthquake and tsunami and the Fukushima disaster. So these can trigger deadly tsunamis and devastating pyroclastic flows as well. This is what a recent example being the 1980s notorious Mount St. Helens explosion, the volcano explosion. Dr. Sam Thiel of Monash University School of Earth, Atmospheric Environmental Sciences says, the landmark study's lead author says he believes that such eruptions can only be prevented by learning more about volcanoes. He says these events are very difficult to predict because we often don't know what is happening inside active volcanoes and what forces might make them unstable and cause them to erupt. He says research on volcano growth helps us to understand these internal processes and the associated forces that could trigger a deadly collapse or eruption. This research team used drones to create an extremely high resolution map of the now dormant volcano at La Palma's internal structure. Using this, they were able to measure the width of hundreds of thousands of cracks created from flowing magma during past eruptions, and it allowed the researchers to approximate the enormous forces occurring in the volcano. The volcanologists were then able to demonstrate such power was capable of slowly building, and this energy was then found responsible for making the volcano stressed and disturbingly unstable. After estimating the volcanic cracks, width through which magma flowed, we had a similar thing happen with the Kilauea. We had the cracks, the fissures that were flowing with magma. Remember that? So these cracks, the width through which magma flowed in these volcanoes, they were able to work out the forces involved, which could, in theory, help predict future volcanic eruptions. The rocky features mapped by the study formed when molten intrusions known as dikes solidify to form a framework. And these often lie inside otherwise relatively weak structures, mostly made up of stratified lava and ash. Professor Sandy Cruden, study co-author also at Monash University, said this is one of the first studies to look at the long-term effects of magma movement within a volcano. Sandy said, we found that volcanoes gradually become stressed by repeated movement of this magma, potentially destabilizing the whole volcano, influencing future collapses and eruptions. The study's publication coincides with news that an African volcano is seeing lava rise at varying levels. Nyiragongo volcano, sitting in between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda, has its lava lake filling at a very concerning speed. The Goma Volcano Observatory team analyzed this estimates the catastrophe could occur in just 4 years. They also cautioned an earthquake could result in an apocalyptic explosion. Dario Tedesco, volcanologist at Luigi Vanvitelli University of Campania, Italy, said, this is the most dangerous volcano in the world. So I'll find out more information about this and make another video on this, because it's obviously very worrying to all volcanologists worldwide. This by Tom Fish on Express UK.